Hey, what's up, guys? It's Micheal, Forex analyst for Forex Signal, and today I'm going to analyze the major currency pair in the Forex market ahead of next week. I'm going to give you guys setup, what you should expect, how you should trade for next week. So, as you can see, I'll be looking at Euro USD, USDJPY. Hold on a sec, let me make it more clear for you guys. So these are the pairs I'm going to be looking at: EURUSD, USDJPY, AUDJPY, GBPUSD, Aed Usd, NZDUSD, USD Canadian, USD Swiss franc, EURJPY, and GBPJPY. These are the major currencies that I'm going to be looking at. So without wasting much of you guys' time, let's start with the analysis. So starting with EURUSD. If you look at EURUSD for the past using daily time frame, you will notice that EURUSD has come all the way down from here. It came down to this point, then it ranged a little bit, then went up to this point where 1.14786 stand as resistance. Then it came down to 1.11200, which stand as support level. Then price went up again to retest the resistance level at 1.14786. Then price eventually came down and broke the support line of 1.11200. Then price came down all the way to 1.08050, then went up to 1.112, which is the previous support level, that is now the resistance level. So price made the attempt to break this support level, which is now resistance level, made an attempt to break it twice. Eventually it did happen to break it, but the next candle that formed for the daily time frame formed a bearish engulfing bar, and automatically price came all the way down to this point, tried to retest this level, then came down to this point all the way to 1.03636. So now if you look at what price is doing currently, now price is trying to go up, probably to retest this level. By my own bias, I'm thinking price want to retest this resistance level at 1.08050. That is looking at this on a longer view. But if I try to switch to the smaller time frame, let's say the H4, you will see that price have been making some ups, down, up, down. I think let me use the 1 hour time frame so you can see this clearly. So as you can see, using the 1 hour time frame, you can see that price has been trending, and my guess is that price will keep trending until it eventually gets to this point, this stand level at 1.08050. So the thing is that traders are going to be monitoring this stand line and looking for maybe a sell setup. So if your bias is on sell, then I'll suggest you should wait for price to get to that level, and when price gets to that level, you should see probably a bearish reversal candle signal before you can enter your sell position. But if your bias is on buy, then I will advise you that if you want to buy this particular currency pair, you will have to make sure that price, okay, let me use the daily time frame. You have to make sure that price break above this line, then maybe you can switch to the H4, then maybe we see like a bearish bar or something showing a bullish, if we can see a bullish bar or something showing a bullish indicator, then I think you can enter the trade. But one thing is for sure is if you are planning on buying EURUSD at that point, you must wait for EURUSD to break past 1.08050, then wait for the candlestick to close above that level. It must close above that level, then it might have like a high conviction that price is going to keep going up. So let's switch to USDJPY. And okay, now using the daily time frame once again for USDJPY, you can see that looking at it on a wider view, USDJPY was trending at this level, but it actually broke this level and keep going up. And my guess is as a result of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, so USD pair has been going all the way up to this level. Then as you can see, price came down at this point, came down to this level to retest support level at 1.26850. Then price went up, then there's a resistance level at 1.11200, I mean 131.211. There's a resistance level there. Price went up to retest it again and price came down. So it means currently now price is at 126.850. So let me use a smaller time frame, which is the H4. Then you can see that price has been struggling around this region. Price has been struggling to break this support level. Then let's switch to the 1 hour time frame for more idea about what the market is doing currently. So as you can see now, the market is trying to form a triangle. Let me insert something for so you guys can see it. It's trying to form a triangle right now. Trend line. Yeah. So let's just connect the candles together. Yeah. Then all right. So as you guys can see, currently in USDJPY it's forming a triangle. So let me just give you guys how you can trade this. So if you just have to just be patient right now. You can see that price started from this point. I mean this point came down to the point, came down here, then to this level, then went up, then came down. Now if you can notice something, you see that over time, as price is testing this level, as price is testing this level, we can see that it's getting smaller. The range getting smaller, it's getting smaller, it's getting smaller. Then at this point now, price is likely to come down to test this level. It might come down here again, then come down again. But one thing is for sure is that the more tighter it becomes, the more you expect some explosion. That is, price will break out either at this level or break out at this level. So what you're going to do right now is that if price will close above this level, maybe somewhere around here, then you can place a buy stop order above the candlestick, then price boom all the way up. But if price to break this level and come down, and come down to maybe somewhere at this level, then you can place a sell stop order, then price will keep falling. So this is more like a triangle. Just have to wait for a breakout. So you have to be patient about this. So let me try to switch to the next. The next is AUDJPY. I know I'm kind of slow, but I'm taking my time so that you guys can understand the setups. So now this is AUDJPY, and as you can see, AUDJPY has the previous support level, resistance level, which is not a support level, was at this. Then price came down to this point, went up, came down, then eventually got to this point and broke it. Then price keep going up. Then price gets to a stand level at 93.672. Then price came down and the support level was at 90.766. Then price went up again, came down, but eventually price broke the stand level at 93.672. Then price came all the way down again to test the support level at 90.766. Then price went up to retest a stand level at 93.672. Then price came all the way down to these points. Then price went up. Now if you can look at this carefully, see that price is trying to break this support level, which is now a stand level at 90.766. So let's switch to a smaller time frame so that you guys will get to see it. Now this is a smaller time frame. As you can see, price is still struggling to break this support level that is now a stand level now. So I think let me use 1 hour time frame. So for 1 hour time frame, you can see it's now very clear that price have made a lot of attempts to break it, but it keeps coming down. So what I will say is that you have to be patient about this. You have to be really patient. You can place a resistance line at this level. Sorry, I mean a support line at this level. Let me use the 4 hour time frame so it's more wider. So you can place a support line at this level. Then you can place another additional resistance line at this level. Yeah. So now what you're going to do now is you're going to wait for price to close above this level. Then once price closes above this level, or you can even use this red line is moving average. This the 200 moving average. So you can even use it as a resistance line and wait for price to break above it. Or you can use this, or you can use this. You understand? So that will serve as a resistance level that you must wait for price to break. And if price break it, you place your buy stop order above the candle. Then you use your risk management depending on your trading style. If you are type of trader that trade for 50 pips or 100 pips, it depends on you. Then looking at this for sell setup, you have to wait for price to close below this line, maybe somewhere around here. Then you can place a sell stop order right below it. Then apply your risk management. So that's all for AUD JPY. So now let's switch to the next currency pair. So the next currency pair is GBPUSD. Let's look at GBPUSD on the daily time frame. So now, as you can see, GBPJPY is quite, it's more like a downtrend lately. Not lately, because for a while now it has been a downtrend. As you can see, it has been a downtrend. Price came all the way down, went up here, came down, up, down, up. As you can see, it's making a series of lower low and lower high. You can see, right? So GBUSD has been a downtrend, but what I'm going to say right now is you're gonna wait patiently for a sell setup to continue the downtrend. But if you look at what is going on right now, this was the previous high, but as you can see, price came down, price went up. Then when price get to this point, price came down from a black, that is a bearish candle, but price still went up. So this part now is like tricky. Now this could mean two things. The first is there's about to be a reversal in trend, that is an uptrend is likely to start. Why the second bias on this is that this is likely to stand as a resistance level, and sellers are going to be at this point and are going to push price all the way down. So now this is my own bias on this. Like, this is what I'm going to do looking at this currency pair. I'm going to switch to this smaller time frame, which is the H4. Now I will put a line here. Put a resistance line here. Yeah. Resistance line should be at this point. Then I'm gonna wait patiently for price to break this resistance line. When I mean break, fully convinced that price has broken the resistance line. Maybe price can form a candle right over here. Then I can place a buy stop right above this level, probably at this point. You understand? Then I'm fully convinced that yes, price GBUSD is about to form an uptrend. So let me switch to H1 to show you my explanation on this. Now, as I'm saying now, as you can see, price is trying its best to close above this level. That is, the buyers are trying to push price all the way up, but sellers are still trying to resist it. As you can see, price made an attempt to come down, then went up, it came down again, then about to go up before the market closed for the day. So if you want to buy this particular currency pair, you wait for the candlestick to close maybe at this point, then you place a buy stop order right above it. Then for sell setup, this is the previous low, so you are going to have to wait for price to come down to this previous low level, and maybe price to close at this point. Then you place a sell stop order, then apply your risk management. So now let me move to the next one, which is AUDUSD. So for AUDUSD, I'm going to switch to the D1. Switch to the D1 time frame. Now, if you look at AUDUSD, the market has just been kind of rough, but I'll see how I can analyze this. So first I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the high. We have a high at this point. We have a high at this point. This should be our main resistance level. Then now let's look for our main support level. Now this should be our main support level, as you can see. So looking at this now, you can see that price resistance level at this point, then price came down to support level here, then went up a little bit. So I'm going to make here a minor resistance level. So I'm going to put a resistance level there. So now this is a minor resistance level. Yeah, it's okay this way. So as you can see, as you can see, price came all the way from here, came down to this point, went up to a 30th level, then it ranged a little bit, then went up, came down to back to this level, then went up, then eventually break the level, came down, went up, and even break the period stand level a little bit, then price came down again, then came all the way down to this level, then went up to test this minor resistance level, then come down and even break the support level. So now if you look at this carefully, now that currently price is going up, so this is going to be our main resistance level that I have to monitor for now. So all we're saying for AUDUSD is that you have to be patient. You have to wait for price to get to this point before you can make any decision. If price to break this minor resistance level and close above it, then you can probably enter a buy stop order right above it. Then your TP targets can be around this in between this line. You understand? Then if you're looking for sell setup, then I will switch to a smaller time frame. Then I'm going to wait for price to get to this point. Then if I see a bearish reversal candle, I'll place a sell stop right below it. Then I'll make sure my TP is in between these points. If I want to set a TP below this support level, I have to set break even so that I won't experience loss. Then using the 1 hour time frame, I believe the H4 time frame has already explained what we have to do on AUDUSD. So let me switch to the next currency pair, which is NZDUSD. So now looking at NZDUSD, let me quickly NZDUSD. Let me switch the time frame to the daily time frame. Yeah. So now if you look at NZDUSD, this is the main target for now. The main target is this support line, which is now a resistance line. That is the main target, and price closed at that point, meaning that next week is going to be a deciding factor if you're actually going to buy this particular currency or if you are going to sell this currency. So now this is a support level, which is now a stand level, and as you can see, price closed at that point. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to wait for price to close above this point if I'm to buy this currency pair, while I'm going to wait for price to close below this point if I'm to sell this currency pair. So let me explain further what I mean by sell this currency pair. So now let's switch to the H4 time frame for NZDUSD, and as you can see, price is right at that point. So I'm going to wait for price to come down, maybe all the way to this point. Let me switch to each one. Yeah, perfect. So as you can see, this is the previous high. So I'm going to wait for price to close below this level. Price has to close below this level, maybe at this point. Then I'll place a sell stop right below it. Then I'll apply my risk management. Like I said before, it depends on you, the amount of pips you're targeting. So that is the analysis for NZUSD. Why? Let me give you an idea of how you can put your TP if you are buying this particular currency pair. That is maybe the next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, price eventually closes above this level. You are going to be aware. You have to be aware of this support level, which is this resistance level. You have to be aware of it. As you can see, price was rejected several times at this level, so you have to be careful of it. Then the next place you have to be careful of is this level, resistance level. So these are levels that you have to be aware of, and you have to be monitoring this closely. If you're a kind of person that you don't usually put TP, just leave your trade open, you have to be very, very sensitive of this level at this point, and also this level at this point. So those are the two levels you have to be careful of. Then also have to be careful of this level and also this level. So that analysis for NZDUSD. So now let's move on to the next one, which is the USD Canadian. So if you look at the USD Canadian, it's quite choppy. So my own advice on this is just stay away from it, because if you look at it, it's really difficult to analyze. But let me see what I can do, because I know some people might have USD Canadian as their major pair. So let me just do some quick analysis on it. So now this will serve as this is a support line right this level. This is a support line. Yeah, this is a support line. Then this is also a resistance line. This is a resistance line. Yeah. So now if you look at it, price is quite choppy around this region. Like price have made a lot of attempts to break the line. Even at this previous high, it was way higher than the resistance line. Then price eventually came down. So what I'm going to say is that if you look at what is going on right now, price is falling down all the way to this point. So what I will just say is for you not to place any trade on USDJPY, because the market look like the currency pair looks like it's ranging. So if you are going to buy this currency pair, you have to wait for price to get to this point. Then you must be fully convinced before you place any buy order. There must be a candlestick that indicates that price is about to reverse to the upside, maybe a bullish engulfing bar or a bullish pin bar, any of those candlestick pattern to indicate that price is about to go up before you can place a buy stop order. Then your TP target shouldn't be more than this line, because price might not get to this point before it can maybe come down again. You understand? So this particular currency pair, USD Canadian, you have to be extra careful on it because it's kind of choppy. So that is the analysis for USD Canadian. So now let me switch to the next, which is USDCHF. USDCHF is quite similar, but there are some difference between USDJPY and USDCHF. So let me quickly analyze this right now. So now if you look at USDCHF now, you see that price has been ranging at this point. It came down to a kind of choppy, quite kind of choppy. Then now it went up at this point now. Price went all the way up to this point, then now price is coming down. So what I'm going to do right now is that if you look at this region, if you switch to a smaller time frame, you notice that price have been ranging at this period. It has been an uptrend, sorry, it has been trending. Then at this point now, it's likely to be a downtrend if I switch to a smaller time frame. So it means that smaller time frame now, price is going to be down, going to be trending downward until price will get to this level. So let me mark the level. So this is the level right now. This is the level. Yeah. We're gonna put one here, then we're gonna put one right above it. Yeah. So now these are the two levels that price is likely to get to. So I'm going to switch to a smaller time frame to do some further analysis. So as you can see, this is it right here. So that price has been trending downward. Let me use the H1 so you can see how it has been trending. So as you can see now, price are making series of downtrend. Came all the way from this point, came down, then came down, then went up a little bit, came down, try and consolidate a little bit, came down, as you can see, right? So price have been trending down, and it's going to keep trending down until it's get to this two level. So if you are trying to buy, you have to be patient. You have to wait for price to get to either this level or this level. Why, if you want to sell, then let me quickly give you how you can sell. So as you can see, prices have been consolidating around all this region. So if you want to place a sell order, you have to wait for price to go below this point. Then you place a sell stop order right below it. Then your stop loss should be somewhere around here or here, depending on your risk management. So that's how you can catch up. That's how you can join the trend. So let me move to the next currency pair, which is EURJPY. So looking at EURJPY, the daily time frame, as you can see, EURJPY is kind of, let me say, it's moving without a direction using the daily time frame. But let me just point out some few things for you to take note of. If you look at this point right here, you can see that there's kind of a resistance line at this level, and it has made an attempt to push price a lot of times. As you can see, price came here, it's closed below it, went up, closed below it, didn't close below it, but the next one went up, closed below it. So it means that there is like a supply force here. then price came down again, closed below it, until eventually price broke it. As you can see, the momentum of buyers, then price came down all the way, then price went up again, was trying to break, was trying to break it, was trying to break it, price eventually break it. That's the seller's momentum right here. Then price went up, this level pushed price down, price went up again, this level pushed price down. Now price is trying to break it again. So now let me switch to a smaller time frame, probably the H4. Now as you can see, this is like a flag. I don't know, yeah, it's more like a flag. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this, I'm going to draw a line. When I draw the line, I believe it will be more easier for you guys to understand what I'm trying to talk about. So you can see right here that price went all the way down, went up, but it didn't come down to the previous low. It just came down to this point, went up again, came down, but it didn't come down to this previous low, then went up. So you can see that it's getting tighter. So it means at this point right here, price is going to either break this level or it's going to break this level. So, and once price break either this level or this level, you are likely to expect momentum, either seller's momentum, which is all the way down, or buyer's momentum. So let's assume that price close above this level. You are going to place a buy stop above this level and apply your risk management. If price should close below this previous low, then you can place your sell stop at this level, then apply your risk management. So that's the analysis for EURJPY. So now let me move to the next currency pair, which is the last, which is GBPJPY. Sorry, I'm having a slow network. So now this is the GBPJPY. I believe GBPJPY is quite the same with EURJPY in the sense that there might be a flag too there. So let me draw a line, almost the same thing with so I can see this line right here. It's what is happening currently for GBPJPY. Then there's another high at this level, so then there's another high at this level. Yeah, perfect. Then the next low, which is the next support level, is at this level. So as you can see, this has been a resistance level at this point, until price eventually came down here, then broke it, then came down, went up, come down. Then as you can see currently, this resistance level is now standing as a support line for price, as price have came all the way down to this point, went up to this resistance level, then come down, went up. So now looking at the H4 time frame, you can see that price is making attempts currently now to break this line. It came all the way down here, went up again, came down to this point, then it's consolidating at this point. So we are going to wait specifically for price to either break this level or break this level. If price break this level, you are going to place a buy stop order right above it. Then if price break this level, you're going to place a sell stop order right below it. So let me switch to maybe the H1 time frame. So as you can see, this is what's going on currently. Like I said, you're going to have to wait for price to close either below this level or above this level before you enter a trade position on GBPJPY. So guys, as you can see, I've analyzed all the major currency pair in the forex market. So now I believe you have an idea how you can place your trade for next week. And next week is going to be the NFP news. That is the first Friday of the month. So I'm thinking of doing a video on how to interpret NFP using your phone. So maybe that will be on Friday, the day of the NFP, so that I can use the data on NFP for easier understanding, so you guys can understand how to interpret NFP and its impact in the market. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button, also subscribe, share to your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Do have a nice day. Peace out.